The concert part 3. So, hello learners, today we are going to do the exercises of this chapter. Let's quickly remember the story so far so our answers make sense. So, in this story, Smita is a young girl who loves classical music. Her younger brother Anand is suffering from cancer and cannot go out to the concert. Pandit Ravi Shankar and Ustad Allah Rakha are going to perform in a concert. Smita wants to attend, but her heart is worried about her brother. Finally, something unexpected and magical happens. Smita requests Pandit Ravi Shankar and Ustad Allah Rakha to come and play for her ill brother Anant, which they do. They come home, play the music, and Anant passes peacefully. Now, let's answer some questions. State whether the following statements are true or false. Correct the false statements. All right, first one. Smita was excited because Pandit Ravi Shankar was going to perform the next day. What do you think? Was she excited? Yes, she loved music, especially classical music, and Pandit Ravi Shankar was her idol, so obviously she was very excited about the concert. So the answer is true. Next one. Smita bit her lip because she wished to go to the concert alone. Is it true? Did she want to go to the concert alone? No, this is false. She bit her lip because she had forgotten about her brother who was ill and had announced that Pandit Ravi Shankar was performing the next day. Right? So she was not selfish. She was worried about her brother. So this is false. Anant was so ill that he had to be given oxygen from the cylinder. What do you think? Is it correct? Yes, this is true. This shows how serious Anand's illness was. He had to be given oxygen from the cylinder. Fourth one, Aunt Sushila's neighbors were surprised to see a van arrive in the neighborhood. Yes, were they surprised? Yes, true. Why were they surprised? Because great musicians never visit ordinary houses. So everyone was shocked. Fifth one, Pandit Ravi Shankar and Ustad Allah Rakha did not listen to Smita's request. So, what do you think? Did they not listen to her request? Yes, this is false. Pandit Ravi Shankar and Ustad Allah Rakha actually listened to Smita's request and played for Anand. Alright, next question. These are the correct statements. So, here are the questions. Why could Anant not go with Smita to the concert? So, as we have read in the chapter, Anant was very ill. He was suffering from cancer. He needed oxygen support. So, he could not go to the concert with Smita. Alright, so we will write Anant could not go to the concert with Smita because he was suffering from cancer and was very unwell. Next one. Why did the family go to Mumbai? So, if you can recall, the family went to Mumbai in the hope that Anant will get a better medical treatment and he will be cured, right? So, we will write the family had gone to Mumbai for Anant's treatment. Simple, right? Third one, what were the things Anant was good at? So Anant was good at so many things. He was the best table tennis player, fastest runner, good at singing, playing the sitar, and composing own music, right? So you can write any two or three things. Like Anant was the best table tennis player and the fastest runner in the school. Fourth question, how did Smita feel at the concert? So you all know that at the concert she felt as if she was in a dream. So we will write the answer. At the concert, Smita felt as if she was in a dream. She heard every note spellbound as the gates to the land of enchantment and wonder seemed to open before her. She was totally mesmerized, right? Fifth one, what did Smita ask of Pandit Ravi Shankar? So, what did she ask and what was her request from Pandit Ravi Shankar? She requested him to come and play music for his ill brother Anant. So the answer will be Smita requested Pandit Ravi Shankar to play for her brother who was ill. Alright. Next one. Why could Aunt Sushila's neighbor not believe their eyes? Why could Aunt Sushila's neighbors not believe their eyes? Why was it so difficult to believe that Pandit Ravi Shankar and Ustad Allah Rakha have come to their house? So, because these great artists do not visit ordinary houses, right? So that is why they were shocked to see great musicians visiting an ordinary house to play for a sick boy. So we will write. Aunt Sushila's neighbors could not believe their eyes because Pandit Ravi Shankar and Ustad Allah Rakha had come to their neighborhood. All right. Now, life skills and values. Did Smita love her brother? Explain with examples from the story. Yes, Smita loved her brother dearly. She gave up her happiness. She was worried about him constantly and requested the musicians to play for him. Sibling love is true love. So we will write Smita loved her brother dearly. She was constantly thinking about her brother during the concert. She even managed to persuade Pandit Ravi Shankar to perform for her brother. Such was her love. What quality did the two musical maestros show? Explain with examples. So, the maestros showed kindness, humility, and compassion by accepting Smita's request and playing for Anand. So, what were the qualities? The two musical maestros were very kind and considerate because they accepted Smita's request to play for Anand. They were humble as they came to Aunt Sushila's place to play for a boy who was ill. Right? They were so kind. Moving on to the next slide. Vocabulary. We often add d or ed to verbs to form adjectives. An adjective that ends in ed is usually used to describe a feeling or an emotion. For example, choke, choked, disgust, disgusted. So these are not verbs but adjectives. Here they are describing a feeling or an emotion. Children, adjectives ending in ed tells us how someone feels, like bored, annoyed, disappointed, etc. Now let's fill in the blanks with the adjective forms of the words in the box. Remember, you have to strike off worry here and write annoy in its place. All right? This one, cut worry and write annoy. Now let's proceed. Sheena had a dash expression as she did not have anything to do. So when you have nothing to do, how do you feel out of all these words? Bored, right? So the answer is bored. The teacher was dash with the noisy class. So when you make a lot of noise, how do I behave at that time? I am annoyed. So how do I feel? Annoyed. Don't be dash. You will do better in the next round. So why is the person motivating? Well, maybe the person is feeling disappointed, right? Don't be disappointed. You will do better in the next round. Makes sense, right? The crowd was dashed to hear the news of the earthquake. How will you feel when you hear the news of the earthquake? You will be shocked. Okay? So the answer is shocked. Tuhina looked dash after her yoga class. So, how do you feel after yoga class? You are exhausted, you are tired, right? So the answer is tired. Tehmina felt dash after a long day. After a long day, you feel relaxed. You're relaxed that the day is over now. All right, moving to the next slide. So, children, there are some words which are related to music and concerts. Let's read each one of them one by one. Some are auditorium, maestro, ovation. All right. Choose the correct word for each of the following phrases. A large group of musicians who play many different instruments together. So you must have seen a large group playing different instruments together. That is called an Orchestra, correct. A group of people who sing together. It's called choir. We also have a choir in our school where children sing together, right? Third, a group of people who gather together to listen to something, such as a concert, or watch something, such as a film or a play. So when you go to the cinema hall, who are you? You are the part of an audience, right? A group of people who gather together to listen to something, such as a concert, or watch something, such as a film. Fourth one, pleasing to hear. So, a tune or a song which is soothing and calms your mind, it's called melodious. A practice session before a performance, this is easy. So, before you perform on the annual day or practice session before special assembly, it is called a rehearsal. Right before the final performance, this is the practice session. It's called rehearsal. Okay? Sixth, a building or space where a performance is given before an audience. Can you guess? The last one. So, what is that space called where you are performing on the final day? That place or building is called theater. All right, moving to the next one. Now we have some irregular verbs which do not end in ed in the past tense, okay? Like spring, it will not be springed, but sprang. Go, goed, no. It is went. Know will become new in the past tense and begin will become began in the past tense. Okay? For the negative sentences, to form the past tense, we use did not or didn't with the base form of the verb. For example, they knew then that the boy had not many days to live. We will write they did not know then that the boy had not many days to live and not did not knew. Okay? With do or did, we use the first form of the verb, the base form of the verb. All right? We will not say they did not knew. Okay? Like many children say, ma'am, I did not done my homework. That is wrong. It will be, ma'am, I did not do my homework. All right? All right, children. Now moving to an exercise, try to answer this one correctly. I dash the red car. You have to fill in the blanks with the simple past tense of the given verb. I chose the red car. All right? Rosa dash not go to the market with her mother. What will it be? Rosa did not go to the market and not did not went. She did not go to the market with her mother. Samir dash bring a cake to the party. Samir brought a cake to the party. Simple. The birds fly to their nest. In the past tense, the birds flew to their nest. All right. We dashed the news on the radio. So in the past, we heard the news on the radio. Sadika dash not pay the bill in cash. She paid it through credit card. This is a negative sentence. So we are going to use did. And with the did, which form of the verb we use? First form. So we will use did not pay. Sadika did not pay the bill in cash. Now next topic. It is for and since. For and since are prepositions of time. The simple trick is we use since with the point of time and for with period of time. Okay? For example, he raised himself up on his elbows for 1 second. We don't know which second is being talked about. It's a period of time. We use since to refer to a certain point in time. It indicates the starting point of an action in the past. For example, Anant and his family had been staying in Mumbai since March. So we know that they have been living since March here. Okay, this is particular point of time. Now let's look at the exercise. Fill in the blanks with for or since. Okay, Misha has been ill dash a week. So here we don't know the particular week when she was ill. So we will use for here. Misha has been ill for a week. The chief guest spoke dash almost an hour. Now we don't know the exact time. So we will use for almost an hour. Okay, the construction of the metro station has been going on dash July. Now you know the particular time that it started since July. So use since. Okay. Fourth one, Zora has been my colleague dash 6 years. Now we don't know which year. So we will use for 6 years. Fifth one, the children have been rehearsing dash morning. So you know that day morning, a particular morning, since morning. Now, a tip for you children, we always use since for morning, evening, afternoon, night. All right. Sixth one, my dog has been missing dash yesterday. Here also we will use since because you know you're talking about the day before that day. Okay. So here we will use since. Moving to the next slide. Now we have study skills. Look at these pronunciation of words with the letter EA, with the EA sound as in ear, ear, with only the long E sound with the A remaining silent as in repeated, and defeat, E, with the short E sound as in breath and heavy, E. Now read these words aloud and write them in the correct column. Okay. The first sound is E, like breath, E. Second one is defeat, E, long E sound. Then ear as in here, dear, near. Alright. Now put them in the correct column. Neat, bread, spread, clear, beach, dear, head, reach, tread, near, feast, heat. I'm giving you 1 minute. Write the words in the correct column. Read these words aloud and then write in the correct column. If you say the words out loud, you can categorize them easily. All right, the time is up. The answer is for the first column, sound breath, e. Words are bread, spread, head, tread. All right, let's look at the next column. Rhyming with defeat, neat, beach, reach, feast, heat. And the sound ear as in here, clear, dear, near. All right, children. If you understood the chapter, like, subscribe, and share with your friends. See you in the next lesson, my bright stars. Thank you. Bye bye.